Did you know that you, yes you have all of the characteristics of all of the zodiacs within you? Like, it doesn't matter if you're a Cancer, you still have some Scorpio, some Libra, some Aries within you, and it's up to you to make sure you're bringing these characteristics out. Hence, introducing Cosmic Powered Coaching Cards. These are the ultimate cards to level up your mind, body, and soul. But seriously, they are the ultimate system to level up your mind, body, and soul. So let's get into what this is about. Today's card is focusing on the July new moon. And if you don't know, a new moon is when there is no light in our atmosphere. It's a wonderful time to look up and stargaze because you're going to see the stars beautifully, but it's also a wonderful time to reflect. The cosmos is literally telling you, like, hey girl, hey boy, there's no light up in the sky, so take some time to reflect, and that's why we've made these cards. Although the July new moon falls on July the 5th, we recommend you begin to use these cards during the shadow period, which usually falls 3 days before or 3 days after the new moon date. And what is a shadow period? It's exactly that. It's just that the moon doesn't just disappear like this. It takes time to gradually go away, and then it takes time to gradually come back. So these cards are meant to be used during the shadow period, so you reflect on the mind, the body, and the soul. So if you were at the Mind Body Spirit Festival, you probably already have one of these cards, and if not, order them now. We have the pre-launch on sale, £5 only. You'll get 3 cards, and in September, we're launching the entire set to take you through a year. So you go through 60 essential characteristics that you need to level up in your life, or at least get reflective about. You'll engage with at least 24 different body parts and learn about what the mind-body connection is meant to be, and you'll do the soul work. If you don't know who I am, my name is Nita Sharma, and I am the founder of a brand called Grounded 1002. Our tagline is Get Curious, and we promote an intuitive lifestyle. And we believe that you live an intuitive lifestyle as long as you are pouring into the mind, the body, and the soul bucket somewhat regularly. So these cards are going to help you do just that. So this July 5th is the new moon, and the new moon is an astronomical event. It is science, but from a spiritual or astrological point of view, this new moon falls in the sign of Cancer. And what we're going to do is look at what is the spiritual world or the astrological or the zodiac world asking us to do. So if you open up the card, you're going to get curious about your inner Cancer. If you don't know, Cancer is represented by the crab. That is a symbol that represents it. But each zodiac sign has several characteristics that dominantly come out in that sign. So the ones that we're asking you to reflect on include nurture, intuition, protectiveness, manipulation, and pessimism. So just know what you're meant to do on these cards is to go through each word and write down your relationship with that word. So first of all, what does the word mean to you? Do you see it in a positive or negative light? Because no characteristic is meant to be positive or negative. We're meant to have a little bit of all of them at some point in our life. Do you need more or less of that characteristic? When is it productive to use that characteristic, and when is it destructive to use that characteristic? So during the new moon period or in the shadow period, it's a good time to sit down and think about these words. So nurture, intuition, protectiveness, manipulation, and pessimism, and what these words mean to you. The second part of our card asks that you work on the body. And if you didn't know, each zodiac sign rules specific body parts and specific organs. Our Cosmic Powered coaching cards take you through the body parts, and in this case, Cancer rules the chest and the breasts. And if you kind of think of a crab, that is essentially what they are. They are just this chest and breast, and then they have these hands kind of sticking out from there. So what we're going to ask you to do is to simply follow the prompts that are in the body area. The work that we're doing on the body is somatic. It doesn't necessarily have to be a touch thing. It could be something quite sensitive. So whether or not you have the cards, we're going to share the prompt with you anyways. It's obviously nice to feel the luxurious paper and to use the cards and get the energy that we're giving you. But if you don't have it, here's the prompt. Smell a Palo Santo stick. So I'm going to use one of the Sticks and Stones Palo Santo that we sell at Grounded 1002. This is the thickest one. And it says, smell a Palo Santo stick. Take a deep breath. Let the aroma guide your breath down your chest. Continue breathing past your stomach towards your root. This action and nourishes the entire nervous system. Notice how a deep breath broadens your chest and expands your stomach. And remember, breath is life. And remember that Cancer rules the body parts of breasts and stomach. The aromatherapy benefits of Palo Santo allow you to take those deep breaths, so you are able to expand in those areas, and you are able to get the breath to go into these organs that you have within these areas. So very simple prompt. You don't even have to light it. Just make sure that if it's not grounded 1002's Palo Santo, that you're getting Sur4 certified organic sticks. You don't want the sticks that are dipped in chemicals, because then you're just going to be smelling toxins. If you have 10 minutes or more, here is your prompt. While in the bath or in the shower, massage your chest, your breasts, your stomach to promote circulation and relaxation. This may sound a little bit intimate, but like, let's be adults here. It is so important that you're able to touch these parts of your body. You don't even need a tool. There is a practice that goes back thousands and thousands of years ago in Ayurveda called Abhyanga, and that is the ultimate form of self-love, where you are taking your hands firmly and using your hands and touching your entire body, usually using oils, to offer yourself the ultimate form of self-love. You actually get in touch with your body. So that's what we're asking you to do here. How often are you actually taking the time to touch your stomach and your breasts and your entire abdomen area? Often when people think about the abdomen, they think of just this, but your abdomen runs all the way from here down till here. So this whole area, like a crab, Cancer is asking you to like make sure you are engaging all of it. So if you have 10 minutes in the shower, massage this area out. Start off slow, just, you know, start to feel yourself. Don't forget the sides of your rib cage. Do the other side of your rib cage. And if you have the flexibility, don't forget the back too. So what you're going to do is get intimate with all of this. I'm on camera, but if, you know, I wasn't, I would be also doing my breast. Ladies, women, breast massage is so important, not just to detect for any lumps or bumps for breast cancer, but stagnation is the cause of disease. You need to literally feel your ladies, and men too, you should do this, and just make sure that everything is moving around properly. I mean, one of your biggest and most important organs, the heart, sits under this area. It's close to your lungs, so make sure you are fully massaging yourself out. And often as women age, they start to say, oh, my boobs are sagging. That's not what's happening. You have bone, you have tissue, and then you have your skin and your fat. And as we get older, it just all starts to get stuck and stuck and stuck. And then the tissues, which carry the oxygen, the nutrients, the toxins, the water, everything just gets restricted. And when that happens, we get tightness in the chest. Our boobs start to get stuck rather than being lifted. So massage yourself. And if you have a Guasha tool, which we highly recommend you get, take the tool and use it all over your body, because the information your brain gets when you are using a tool on yourself is very different than when you're using your fingertips. When you use your fingers to touch something, your receptors feel this is skin, this is gold, this is cotton, and that's great. But what we want to do is start going deeper than the skin. You want to start feeling the textures underneath your skin, and it's so beautiful to do that with a tool. We'd recommend for this area you grab an essential element or a rockwithcare, both sold at Grounded 1002. They're both heavier than normal guashas, with essential element being like the heavy duty guy. And what we say whenever you use your guasha is that you always start with the jagged edge, which is what I call the get curious edge. All you need to do is take this to a body part and use no pressure and literally wiggle it over that area. Okay, so what you're gonna do for the stomach is the following. I'll use my essential element tool to show you. If you choose to use a tool, we highly recommend that you don't wear a bra or anything too restrictive. I'm wearing a undershirt under this shirt, so there's no restriction happening in this abdomen area. And all you want to do is take your guasha and get curious, and what you're going to start to feel is not just the skin, but you start to feel where there is muscle, where there's fat, where there is some kind of an organ. And remember, stagnation is the cause of disease, so you want to take the tool through the entire abdomen area. Whew. And what will begin to happen as you close your eyes and you get non-judgmental about what you're doing is your breath is going to start following the tool. And I kid you not, you're going to start feeling the breath literally going into the organs. So ladies or men, make sure you're starting from the midline. Once you do a little wiggle throughout your body just to get curious and feel what's going on in here, make sure you look at your body in two halves and you start from one half, whew, and you go out. If you watched our June YouTube video, you would see that the sign we were looking at was Gemini, which ruled the shoulders and the arms. And now the next sign, Cancer, literally connects to this part of the body. The zodiac is so smart. We're literally moving from so if you pick up our Cosmic Powered coaching cards, which launch in September, we're gonna go through 24 very essential body parts for you to get intimate and curious with. And this is so good. So like one, you feel like, oh my God, this is what circulation feels like. But girls, like your boobs literally like get detached and they get perkier, which is amazing. And when you use the tool, know that lymphatic drainage, think of it like this. You have garbage in your body. And what you want to do is get the garbage kind of like, pretend you have a pipe and there's some sediment stuck in the pipe. You want to loosen that stuff up. Okay, and now it's loose, and then you want to take it out into the garbage chute. And where are the garbage chutes? Essentially anywhere where you have major joints. So a joint is where two or more body parts connect. So in this case of the abdomen area, your joints are here, like between your legs and your abdomen, and then you have joints here between your shoulders and arms. So when you use this tool, wiggle it around wherever you need to go, say hello to all your organs, massage all your organs, and then finish it off. You can use a smooth edge at that point to just go towards the area where lymphatic drainage happens. And you have done your body work on your chest and your stomach. So we know that the new moon is July 5th and it's in the sign of Cancer. And Cancer is represented by the crab. So we have looked at the characteristics that the mind needs to reflect on. We know that Cancer rules the stomach and the chest, and we've looked at how to do the body work, and now it's time to engage the soul. So what element do you think would rule Cancer when it's represented by a crab? Well, obviously the answer is water. Can't forget the water. Here is the prompt on our Cosmic Powered coaching card. Are you ready for it? Write a scene where a character takes a moment to enjoy a refreshing glass of water. Describe the sensation and the emotions that come with quenching their thirst. How does the simple act of drinking water provide a moment of calm and clarity in the midst of a busy day? Be like water, my friend, says Bruce Lee. Be like water. So just know, although water could be thought of in so many ways, water could be seen as the water in a body of water. The water could be seen as the water that you drink, but water is also within us. It is the liquid that makes up most of who we are. So as you think about water, is it the rain? Is it a waterfall? Is it a body of water? Is it the water you drink? Or is it the water that's within you? How are you going to reflect about water? And how do you think that water impacts you every single day? That's your soul work, guys. Just thinking about the elements that are given to us by the universe. And if you don't know what the elements are, they're earth, air, water, fire, and some modalities also add ether and metal to that mix. So that's it. That's our July 5th new moon Cosmic Powered coaching card. And we think you should get them because it's just such a beautiful tactile thing to do. Give yourself some time for your mind, body, and soul. So if you've learned anything from the video, please help me out. I want to get 500 subscribers. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment, let us know what questions you have. If you leave them down below, that knows what kind of videos we should be making in the future. And it just helps a girl out with her small business. So come on, if you want to help me out in some way, definitely subscribe, and anything more than that is great. Oh, and if you share with your friends, oh my God, it's so good. You don't even have to buy our cards because we're literally walking you through what you need to do, but it's nice to have the cards too. Peace and rock with care.